Hey everybody, today we're taking a look at a fun new camera. This is the CAF 3D VR80, and as the name suggests, or probably why you're here watching this video, it does 3D VR type of content in 6K, recording between two lenses into a single file. And spoiler alert, this thing was a lot of fun to test and will definitely give you that 3D type of feel, especially when watching it with VR goggles. Let's get right into it. So right off the bat, this is a nice camera with some nice manufacturing and craftsmanship, which you might be expecting coming in at the particular price point. And it does come with its own hard carry case with form-fitting foam for the camera and its all its respective accessories, which is always a nice touch for the protection of the camera. Now, if we come in for a closer look on the camera, real nice material and build design here. As mentioned earlier, we got these two lens caps right here on the front. So then if I take this off, we can take a closer look at those two lenses right here. So we've got up to 185 degrees wide angle fisheye lenses right here. And this records out of both of them at the same time into a single file, which is super convenient. You don't need to do any stitching later on in post. But if we continue to work our way around the camera, overall this is a real minimalist and sleek design. It's super intuitive and easy to use. You'll notice on all four sides of the camera, we've got tripod mount, quarter 20s here, so it makes it really convenient for a variety of different mounting options. On the very top, you've got your on-off button right here, your power button. You've got a shutter button, which is really easy and straightforward to use. On the left side here, you've got a bunch of different USB-C ports, along with a microphone input that you have access to. And then on the back side, you've got a good sized screen here that's really easy to read. And it's touchscreen as well, or we can also use the jog wheel that's right here to navigate the different menus. Either or, very simple and straightforward. And then at the very bottom, you have a simple battery compartment here. Pops right open, yes, and this will take your regular sized SD card. Once we get this powered on, now we can take a closer look at the viewfinder on the back. Good size screen, nice and bright. It's going to allow you to see what's happening independently between each lens, which is great for all of your framing purposes. And what I really liked about this viewfinder, not only because of its size, was that it was bright, especially in direct bright sunlight, which is one of the things that's really disappointing about my Sony a6500 that I'm using right now. When you use it in bright daylight, it's almost useless and it's really hard to see the backside of it. Now, having said that, this viewfinder back here is touch sensitive, so if you want to use that to hop through the different menus, I'm not going to go through all of those, but it is very straightforward and intuitive. Or you can use the control panel over here and just move up, down, left, right throughout all the menus if you want to. And we also have quick access for the up, down, left, and right, which will give you access to your shutter speed, your ISO, your exposure compensation, and your white balance. Now, if you're going to be using this camera while in motion, you'll probably want some type of stabilizer or gimbal. Luckily, the camera itself is pretty compact and lightweight that it worked perfectly fine here with my Zhiyun Crane M2, which is about 4 years old. It really is only designed for smaller mirrorless and DSLR cameras. So adding this onto the gimbal itself really took the footage to the next level. And on that note, how did it work and what did it look like? Overall, I was impressed and pleasantly surprised with the image quality that came direct out of the camera. I just took the files and pumped them straight into YouTube. It takes a little bit of time for it to process and show up in 4K resolution, and then it looks really crisp, clean, and clear. Now, as a desktop experience, sure, you can scroll up, down, left, and right, and you get that VR experience. However, when you start to put on those VR goggles, that's when it's the real game changer. It's almost a little overwhelming in the best way possible, and I was just so amazed with the depth in the 3D that I was getting versus what I had seen with my own eyes compared to what the camera was recording. It was really impressive. At the end of the day, I really enjoy using this camera. It's got a nice build quality that doesn't feel cheap or chintzy. It's robust enough, but it's very simple, straightforward, and easy to use. And if you happen to be somebody who's a 3D and a VR content creator, then this could be a nice addition to your toolkit without breaking the bank.